Hey Ashley, Nick O'Neill here. Appreciate you reaching out and very grateful to be able to do this video for you. Yeah, I got this video here for your website and for your business over there in Utah, and it's going to be giving you 3 points, and that's going to be content, backlinks, and citations. And then I'll show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business, and I'm going to do something a bit out of the norm and go a little bit deeper into your specific case and your specific business with Max Concrete Coatings. So, I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get started. So, first things first is content, right? Now, generally, Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page of your website. Content, as of late, with the Google updates, is becoming king, and so you're going to want to get that up to 1,500, 2,000 words, and now that's depending on the competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is, Ashley, a keyword is anything someone might type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, right, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website found for. For an example, some of your keywords could be epoxy flooring, Saratoga, Utah, epoxy flooring, Salt Lake City, Utah, polished concrete, Saratoga, Utah. You get the idea, right? Service plus city, and that would be some of your keywords. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at where your website's actually standing on that content side. I got you in a word counter here, and you're at 842 words, so you're not doing too bad. You are going to want to get that up to 1,500 words for two reasons. And one's going to be Google does not consider your website an authority or an authoritative website until you hit that 1,500 mark. And reason number two is you're going to want to get as many keywords you can in because each keyword is traffic that you could be missing out on. So if we bring in one of your top competitors, that's going to be Epoxy Floor Salt Lake City. They might not be specifically in your area, but I'm going to show you why they are a top competitor nonetheless here later in the video. So just follow along with me. And they're doing around the same as you, but it looks like they have the right keywords on their homepage instead. So yeah, get that up to 1,500 at least. So we'll be blowing them out of the water. If we go here into my tool called Ahrefs, it's a tool that I use and pay for monthly. It gives me all, the data that I need on competitors' websites in depth. There are free tools out there that you can use, but this is what I choose to go with as it does give it all in one package. Now, if we look here, we can see the keywords. I just want to give you some more examples of what those keywords would be. So epoxy floor Salt Lake City, that would be, of course, the keyword right here. And then all of these as well would be keywords with the relative traffic. So this is the volume and the amount of people searching for just this word alone monthly. This is the KD. That's going to be keyword difficulty on a scale of 0 to 100. The lower that this number is right here, the easier and faster you'll be able to rank for it, and vice versa. The higher, the harder, right? So then this is the traffic that they're bringing into the website just for this word alone. And this is the position that they're ranked on Google right here in this section right here. So they're ranked number 1 for it. Now, if we go on to the second point, which is going to be a backlink. And now a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another, or in this case, it's going to be one website linking back to Max Concrete's website right here. So these links, they act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google uses this to build trust in your business and your website by seeing other websites, quote unquote, vouching for you, right, or pointing back to your page. The best example that I can give of this is it's literally like a popularity contest in Google's eyes where the person with the most, websites pointing back to theirs is winning that popularity contest and thus ranking them higher. So if we look over here at my tool Ahrefs, I've got your website in here. We see that you have 24 backlinks and 14 referring domains. If we look at your competitor, Epoxy Floor Salt Lake City, we see that they have 43 backlinks and 22 other websites pointing back to their page. So they're not doing anything crazy, just to be honest with you. They're not doing anything crazy at all. I see on your website that at one point around November, you shot up pretty quickly, and that looks like you might have gone with I don't know, you might have gone with some SEO guy, or you might have tried something yourself, but it looks pretty spammy, and that's a no-no in Google's eyes of doing something that quickly. So they do not rank you accordingly as you should, as Google's, constantly updating their policies to see who's a bit fake and who is not. Anyways, right, I got off topic there. The idea is that if it works for them, then it will work for you. And so we can go in and see exactly what websites they have pointing back to their page. And these would be those websites, right? And so down this number right here is going to be domain rating. And now this is on a scale of 0 to 100 as well. And the higher this number is right here, the more power that Google is giving this website, which is linking back to their page. And so you want to stay on the higher DR rating ones. You don't want any zeros, 0.4s, or 18s, and nothing like that, right? The higher the power that the website that you get linking back to your page, the quicker it is that they're going to rank you for those keywords that I showed you, and the more power that it's going to bring to your website. I do want to point out that not all links are created equal, so it is worth noting to stay relevant to your industry, and local websites will work best. Now, for our last point, it's going to be citations, Ashley. And so if we look over here in the Google Map Pack section, we can see that a citation is anywhere your business name, address, and phone number is exactly as it's shown on the Google business profile right here. And so these citations, they help you rank in this map patch here, which is extremely important for local businesses since they do generate huge amounts of revenue. For an example, if somebody put in epoxy coating, Saratoga Springs, Utah, or anything close to that, right, you want to be in that top 3, as nobody's going to click more businesses or more places, and nobody's going to go to page 2 or 3 to look at those businesses, right? So the citations are included in directories like Yelp, Angie's Expertise, BBB, and there's hundreds of others I'm sure you may have heard of. Social media accounts are great as well. For an example, you have a Facebook business page, right? On that Facebook business page, you want to put your business name, address, and phone number exactly as shown right here on that Facebook business page, and that would be counted as one citation in Google's eyes. So then you have Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, the list goes on and on and on. And the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. And once Google starts to see more often these cats right here, then the more likely it is that they're going to rank you above them. Now going forward, I saw that y'all have your actual Google business profile, Max Concrete Coatings, and y'all have 55 5-star reviews, which is beautiful. There's no reason that you should be getting outranked by, these people right here with only 5 reviews, 33 reviews, 1 review, no reviews, 1 reviews, right? You get the idea, right? So those citations are extremely important as well, along with a couple other things could be, the deciding case on that. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Once you get your content up to 1,500 words like we talked about, you've got those keywords in there that I also showed you, and you're getting, the content up, and then you're getting those backlinks linking back to your page. You're starting to win that quote unquote popularity contest. And last but not least, you're getting those citations up like we discussed right here. Let's take a look at why that's going to be so important for you and your business. So we have Epoxy Floor Salt Lake City right here. Even with them doing a mediocre job at those 3 points that we pointed out, they're bringing 71 people to their website, right? They have spikes where it's about 200 and something people to their website, but nonetheless, they're at a steady 70 to 80 people to their website. Now, let's say that this was your website, and not only are you doing those 3 points, but you're doing a little bit better, right? Maybe you've got around 70 to 80 people coming to your website a month. Let's say of those 70 to 80 people, let's say only, 25 actually decide to pick up the phone and say, hey, Ashley, I need this job done. And then let's say of those 25, you only close half of that. So, you're at around, let's say 13 new, 13 new closes or 13 new jobs a month off of those 3 points alone that we talked about. I'm not too sure what the profit margins are for the business right now, but even with these guys right here doing a mediocre job, I would imagine 13 new jobs a month would be pretty good for the revenue system. So that is what I do for a living, and regardless of what you decide to do, I am giving you basically the roadmap to, increase that traffic, increase that job, and increase that revenue. Now, you might be asking, Nick, why am I looking at the top competition for Salt Lake City? Well, they're so close to you, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but you can create pages to start ranking for Salt Lake City. You know what I mean? Because you don't only just want to, cover Saratoga. I'm sure that with Salt Lake City being so close, they would be the top competition in that area. And you can start ranking in this organic section based off of those 3 points that I talked about. And possibly, with you being so close to Salt Lake City, you could get that GMB ranking up in Salt Lake City as well because you're just so close. So yeah, there's many different avenues and ways you can go about, putting your business in front of people who are looking for services near you. This is what I do for a living. I'm making this video to help you start generating more leads online. If you think of your business as the vehicle, then, SEO and those other points that I talked about would be the gasoline to get you where you want to go. I do hope that this helped you, Ashley. Just, drop me a line of feedback on what you thought about the video. And yeah, hope we get to talking soon. Have a blessed evening.